Squad. MizzyWorld Entertainment is back to present another episode of MadMizzy Sports. We are the hosts. I am Mad Mizzy, Ron Money, and Quancho Love in the building. What's the deal, fellas?
We just hit what's going on there, everybody. We just here to show love.
Y'all already know what it is, man. I
What's
know
going on?
Ron Money in the building. What's the deal, broski?
Man, shout out to all the supporters, man. Thanks for all the support.
Per usual, per usual. And Q, you got a message for the fans?
What's going on there, everybody? I got a couple messages. This first one is, guys, you want to learn how to unlock your best skin yet? Well, at Skin Affairs with Cass Monet, located at 528 West Oxford Street in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Skin Affair is your go-to destination for top-notch skincare. Cass, who's a licensed esthetician, is dedicated to helping you achieve the radiant glow you've always wanted. From rejuvenating facials to personalized skincare regimens, every service is tailored just for you. Experience the magic of expert care and step into a world where your skin truly shines. Don't miss out. Tune in now and find out how to elevate your skincare game with Cass Monet. Your skin deserves this. And guys, if y'all make your way over there, let Cass Monet know that the guys from the Mad Mizzy Sports Show sent you over there. Let her know that Quancho Love, Ron Money, and Mad Mizzy, you solid. You know what I mean? Let her know that we sent you over there and get the best service your face could ever want. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Cass Monet for doing her thing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's a beautiful thing right there, man. That's one thing that I've always been trying to get into as a male. It's just like a facial skin like routine. You know, as we get older, like we let that shit go. You feel what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah.
I do want to kind of remain younger and all that. So I'm pretty sure that's what she's presenting to all the people that's coming there. So shout out to
And
Cash
and
Monet, and I'll
And Miss,
definitely
real
be
quick,
shout
I
out.
went before, and I can testify that she does a thorough job. Your skin gonna be way more vibrant when you come out there, John. So, it's not something that you want to do like once in a while. It's something that you really want to get into doing at least once a month, taking care of your skin. And like you said, as we get older, things pop up that wasn't there before. So it's gonna take a little bit
Facts.
more effort to keep your skin glowing and growing. You know what I'm saying? So again, shout out to Cass Monet and run the numbers up. We here to help out. We're here to show love. Like my name says.
Yes, sir. Quant showing love as he typically does. You dig what I'm saying? But I know we got another message about our cash app before we jump into the routine. Y'all already know before we jump into the rundown, y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, that alert button, that like button, that share button. And get ready to comment on all the topics because we want to know what y'all thinking just as much as what we thinking.
Guys, if you're looking to support the Man Mizzy Sports Show, you can do so over at the Cash App, which is $ What Up Squad. Again, if you're looking to support the guys here at the Man Mizzy Sports Show, you could do so through the Cash App, What Up Squad, and that's what it is, guys.
Yes, sir. Y'all already know that stays in the comment section at Cash App just for future references. But we jumping right into it, man. And we started off where we ended it off last episode, man. And that's with the Pacers. Next, what did I say, man? What did I say when I said I'm taking the Knicks, man? I said I'm taking the Knicks, but I said I'm not scared, but I know the history of they bullshit, man. I know the history of they bullshit, and the bullshit popped up last night, man. What's your reaction to this 138, 135, amazing, historic comeback by the Pacers on the New York Knicks in Madison Square Garden?
Well, look ahead, guys. I mean, I know that I think I went what Pacers and six in this whole situation, but
Hmm.
I want to come over here and say that I wasn't nervous, but yo, bro, at one point, man, I turned the game off. I'm like, yo, the Knicks got this wrapped up, which I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have did that. I should have really just stayed and watched the whole situation, with the highs and the lows of the game. But I turned it. I'm like, man, this game is over. But I'm checking the FanDuel app. Y'all know how I get down. I'm checking the FanDuel app. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. The Pacers back in this joint. And I should have known that because that's how they did Milwaukee. It was games where Milwaukee was looking like walk away winners, walk off winners. And
Cleveland, they did Cleveland like that a couple times.
the Pacers pulled the magic trick out, you know what I'm saying? And they did what they did, and somehow they ended up winning these games. So to me, if we look at it from a football standpoint, this is the team that will be the shoe in to win the Super Bowl, the team that you can't put away. And guys, I don't know if y'all been watching. I ain't gonna disrespect y'all. I'm gonna assume y'all been watching, but yo, you can't put this team away. You gotta take the shot off shotgun and blow the head coach head off or something. I don't know, bro. I just don't know how you could
Facts.
confidently play the Pacers
Not to
and
be
really
so
feel
graphic,
like
but
he could beat this team when we seen them come back from damn near wins. You know what I'm saying? They turned around damn near wins for the opposing team. So shout out to the Pacers and shout out to Haliburton. Even though people getting on him for doing the prematurely choke job, right? But look at this.
how when
The
they
way
got the
he
dub though?
they got the dub ultimately, so it still worked out in his favor. But if he would have been a centimeter or an inch back, let's say an inch back, that'd have been a three for the win, bro. And then the
I know
choke
that would have
job
been
would have
it
been.
would have been a lot more nasty if it was for the win. But he closed the deal in overtime, so it was on the
But he,
Knicks to make him look stupid for that, and they didn't, and they didn't.
but yo, they held they. I mean, they held their own. It's just that they just couldn't keep up with that pace of the Pacers. I mean, I don't even want to say that they couldn't keep up with the pace. I feel like they got relaxed. They got court being relaxed, and they allowed the Pacers to come back. I'm not jumping in with that narrative. They couldn't. Yo, the whole game they was keeping pace with the Pacers. If anything, the Pacers was having trouble keeping up with the pace of the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to the shout out to the Pacers, man. That's all I gotta say. Ryan, go ahead and take off, Ryan.
Facts, facts.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah. My take on it, man, was I had the Knicks winning this game. I thought they needed the game more. You being the home
I did
team,
say that too, Miz. I said that too.
yeah, coming off the win against the best team in the Eastern Conference, that as we thought. I mean, as we all thought in the show, the Celtics was really the best team in the Eastern Conference. But you,
You never know.
the Pacers are the best team in the Eastern Conference, and you could and I'm gonna say it here on the MadMizzy Sports Show. From March 17th, the Indiana Pacers went 21-5. That's been literally the best team in the league. The Knicks went 17-11. So if we reseat in these teams, that first game would have been in Indiana, and we don't know how this game would have been taken off. Obviously, the Pacers like to run and set the tone, but the Knicks had them. They had them. They ended the quarter. I mean, not ended the quarter, but they went on a run when Jalen Brunson went on the bench with his fifth foul. So watching this game is like, all right, we don't need our best player, Mr. Clutch. We got this game, and obviously the Pacers poured the Knicks on them that they did to the Boston Celtics. So it's like, man, when you had a game you were supposed to win, you can't let that happen. Obviously, this team better than that team, so man, they better come game two. But man, you
You
start
think?
taking
You think? They damn sure ain't trying to lose their first two games in Madison Square Garden.
they start taking shots that they ain't need. They just, man, I don't know what was going on, man. But a 20
They
point
fell into
lead
the
is
same
not.
trap the Celtics fell in. They fell in the exact
Yeah,
same trap that the
yeah. A
Celtics fell
20
in
point
against
lead is not
them.
comfortable. I understand why we be like, yeah, they up 20. How can you lose? We seen this all year, even in the regular season. It's just this new modern day basketball where the game is never over. I don't know if it's the pace of the game. Is it too many bad shots? I don't know what it is, man. But this Pacers team, we need to start thinking like this might be the team this year. I don't know. I don't know, man. This they show
Even
they
over
don't
your
show no
Thunder?
resiliency. They just play together, man.
Not to be funny, man. I seen some people on thread say that same exact sentiment. Like, yo, maybe it is the Pacers here. But I just the way OKC look. I know I'm jumping the gun, but the way OKC look, I just can't envision them being OKC right now. But if they let's say they
Same here.
4-0 the Knicks or 4-1 the Knicks, then they might be looking like the NBA Finals shape. But right now, even though I'm the biggest AE fan, right now it's looking like out of everything I evaluated the past couple, right now it's looking like OKC for me
No,
because
I
they got the
believe it's gonna be a
defense.
team. I
We
believe
gonna
it's
get
gonna be a
into
team out of the
okay,
West.
hold your
My
horses.
bad, my bad, my
We
bad,
gonna get
Miz,
into
my
game
bad,
two, brother.
my bad, my bad.
I
No, no,
believe it's
no.
gonna be a team out the West too. But we can't count out this Pacers team, man. And like I said, the Knicks did good. They went on a 14-0 run without their best player. So it's not saying that they can't get the job done. It's like, damn, what happened? You know what I'm saying? It's like, what happened? What
They
really happened?
the Pacers did what they was doing to everybody else, and what the Knicks was doing to everybody else throughout
Right.
the playoffs. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like this is
Right.
literally what these both of these teams were doing, and I agree with you. I feel like they kind of maybe didn't respect the Pacers. You feel what I'm saying? Like because they were doing that to other teams. You get what I'm saying? That comeback on 14 down or 20 down. You get what I'm saying? But the Pacers, bro, they've been recreating history. Like the comebacks that they've accomplished in the postseason, nobody else has done in the history of the NBA, bro. You get what I'm saying? They were down 9 with fucking 50 seconds left, bro. What the fuck, bro? They was down 7 in that game with the Celtics. What was that game? No, with the Cavs. What was that game 3?
Yeah.
With like 47 seconds left. They was down 7 with 35 seconds left in game 5 against the Bucks. So this team is just resilient. And again, like y'all both said, I don't know how they're doing this. I really don't know how, bro. It's like, how are you going out there? You get down because you're not hitting shots, and then when you need to, bro, he ran back to the 3-point line and shot that shot, bro. Like
And he
he
said he
literally ran back to the 3-point line, basically damn near knowing he was going to make the shot. Was
and
off
he's
a foot. You feel what I'm saying?
right.
Off a couple inches, but he literally ran back to the 3-point line to take that shot. So
You know
it's
what though,
crazy with
bro?
this
I
team.
hate to use this analogy, man. Y'all gonna get y'all. I don't know if y'all gonna know where I'm coming from. I ain't gonna even go there yet. I think for the people out there who believe in like manifest destiny and shit like that, I feel like because of the whole Reggie Miller fable, he had the confidence to do the shot because he know that it happened prior
Yeah,
to him doing it.
yeah,
So he had the
yeah,
confidence, like, yo, man, it happened before. I'm gonna see if I
yeah,
can get, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna see if I
yeah,
can make that apply to me. And he did. He went for it and it went in. And now the Knicks got another game in the NBA Finals history where a player from the Pacers put their lights out off a shot.
yeah,
But it
yeah.
wasn't a
Another
kill shot because
heartbreak.
it went to
Just
OT.
in
It went to
general
OT,
for
but
the Knicks. Another heartbreak in the playoffs.
And like I said, like, bro, this is not the series where you want to take this team like laughable or anything. You know what I'm saying? Like this team was rested for a week. So it's like, all right, y'all coming off a team that y'all had no business beating. Y'all beat them.
Hmm.
Have built some momentum into the series. Come out here and punch these dudes in the face on your home court. This y'all needed this win more than they need to win because we know this team. This team set the pace. We know this team. This team
What's their
is
name?
good.
What's their name?
Yes, that's their name. It's in their name. They set the pace. This is why we call them the Pacers. But then you can't we can't afford to lose this game. You had 43
Nope.
from your best player. All right, he was in foul trouble, so that means he got to play defense a little light. You had 30 from your center. Okay, that's great. The role players they chipped in. How did we lose
But
this game? How?
what did I say? What did I say, Ryan? What did I say, Ryan? When I gave my Knicks in 7, and this is why I kind of do feel like encouraged about them doing it in 7 because this is how it's going to be. This is going to be the best series, in my
Yeah,
opinion. I feel
yeah,
like Minnesota and the Thunder probably going to go back and forth and like blowing each other out. In my opinion, they might
yeah,
have like a few close games, but I feel like the Pacers and the Knicks, that shit gonna be nip and tuck every damn game, bro. You get what I'm saying? But um, for me, it was also shout out Aaron Naismith because we
yeah.
nobody mentioned him. Six
Right.
fucking threes in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
But
right.
uh, when it comes to the Knicks, and I'm not really going like throwing a towel too much because, like you said, they did have the point outage that they expect from Brunson. They did get the point outage that they expect from Carl Anthony Towns. But then you got OG Ananobi, who's an 84% free throw shooter. He misses one free throw. Who was the other person that went up to the free throw line and missed one free throw in the clutch?
OG
You
no
gotta
Ananobi.
OG.
it was OG and it was somebody else.
It
And
was Cat too.
it was Cat, right? And Cat shooting 92% from the
From
free
the
throw
wall.
line
Yep. Yep.
in the playoffs.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? You
Yep.
gotta make those free throws at home.
At home?
Make those free throws, and that's what I said, Ryan and Q. When I gave my prediction, I said I'm giving my prediction, but I know the history of the Knicks is when it's looking the best for the Knicks. That's when that motherfucking dark cloud shift right over, and we love the reaction. But what did me, Ryan, and Q say? Y'all still gotta seal the deal, bro.
Yeah.
Seal the
Yeah.
deal first. At
Yeah.
least get to the finals first. At
Yeah.
least. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not jumping ship, but listen. But
No,
with
this is
that
gonna
being
be
said, we all had our different takes on what the X factor was going to be. Q said, what did you say, Q? I kind of forget, but I know Ron said that he thought it was going to be OG Ananobi versus Pascal Siakam, correctly?
Oh, for
And
the
then
matchups.
yeah, and I think you said
I think
you
he
might
said
have
Brunson.
said I think he said Brunson and Halliburton,
Yeah, I
but
might have said Brunson and Haliburton because I was saying that I believe that Haliburton being the 6'10" point guard.
yup,
Right.
But
yup, that's
yo, I
exactly
mean,
what you're
but
saying
Brunson still was going. Brunson still had
for
40,
sure.
bro. So
And my question specifically for you because you did say that. Do you think it's even more like refined? You get what I'm saying? Like it's not just Jalen Brunson versus Halliburton. It's
Right.
Jalen Brunson versus Tyrese Halliburton in clutch time.
Right.
Whoever wins that matchup is going to win the series.
Yeah.
Period.
Whoever
In
had the
my
ball
opinion, that's what
last.
I saw.
Yeah.
all I gotta say is that yo, Haliburton definitely put his name in the one of the most clutch players in the league
Yeah.
category. Because
31
every
and
time
Of
I
11.
course.
see him, he making the shot that
Yeah.
everybody
Yeah.
think he can't make because
And
his
he could
jump
pass
shot.
the ball. He had 31 and 11.
Yep.
Yo, and he attacked the rim with emphasis. You know what I mean? He not
Mhm.
dunking. He laying up. He doing the scoop layup most of the time. But bro, getting to the basket is getting to the basket, and I'm
Yep.
impressed by
Two
his
points is 2 points.
maturity, his his resilience, and he looking relaxed doing it. He not looking rattled. He not looking he not looking buzzed by it. He's stepping up to the moment and he's answering the call every time. So shout out to and yo, bro, the dude was an Olympian. You know what I'm saying? He might not got
Right.
a lot of minutes, but he's an
Right.
Olympian and he's an all-star.
For
So
sure.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
time to stop looking at him like he's some underrated player. And Indiana is his team, and as
I don't
long
see
as he
how
on
he
that
got that
team,
title. I don't see how he got that title.
just because the jump shot
Right.
a little funny looking, that's the only thing because everything else he do well. He defends,
Right.
he
Even
well
when
up
he
in your
got
face,
traded
he got heart.
from the
Right.
Kings
I was going to bring
to
that
the
up. We talk about.
Pacers, like a
Right.
lot of people was like, you feel him
Right.
like he's a top
Yeah.
dude. You feel like I don't know, bro. I don't. They gotta put
We
names to
talk
that
about
shit
the
now,
SGA
bro.
trade. We talk about the SGA trade. We really need to be talking
Tyrese
about this.
Halliburton is another one on
Yep.
that same
Yep.
scale.
We need to be talking about Tyrese Haliburton.
Real shit,
Yep.
real
That
shit,
was
Ron.
a quiet trade. I ain't gonna say a quiet trade, but goddamn
Because
dumbass.
at first everybody was saying it was equal, but you think about it, the Kings ain't been to the Western
This
Conference
ain't been
Finals
back
yet.
to the playoffs. Yeah. Right. Right. What the fuck
This
happened to
ain't
the
second
team?
time, and
Yeah.
they at 1-0.
Right. Yep. Yep.
It's
Yep.
not close. It's
They
not
got
close
fleet.
when you think about
Got
three
fleet.
years after the trade.
Well, that man was dropping 30 a game, bro. That man was dropping 30. Stop it.
Ridiculous,
Stop it,
ridiculous,
bro. Stop
ridiculous.
it.
Shout out to the Pacers, man. That was
Shout out to the
shout out to
Patriots.
the Knicks, man. That's why I was so excited about this series in general because I knew both of those teams. They know the stakes on the line. They know the history of both of those franchises. They know what's
Right.
riding on that rivalry, bro. This shit ain't nothing new. This shit been brewing since the '90s, bro. And I love that shit, bro. Brunson, you better step the fuck up. You better step the fuck up tomorrow,
He
bro. We
there
gonna say
though.
that.
He
We
there.
gonna step. Yeah, you better stay the fuck out of foul trouble, man. Cause that shit
Yeah.
yesterday wasn't no rush shit. Get your hand out the fucking cookie jar, bro.
But
Right.
there was a lot of dudes in foul trouble, man. I felt like the refs was helping the Knicks early on, bro. I ain't gonna
Oh,
lie
for
to
sure.
you.
For sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. That's why I'm saying, like, I didn't think none of the fouls on Brunson was bad, Jones. I thought that was bad plays by Brunson. You feel
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, fuck is you doing, bro? Stay out that cookie jar, bro. But yeah, let's get over to it. Official predictions. Game two, Timberwolves, Thunder, and OKC. We gonna start with Q first. We gonna start with Q.
I'm
Where you
humble.
leaning
Yeah,
at, bro?
start with I'm humble. I ain't coming on here popping nothing. No, I ain't popping nothing. I'm gonna be there watching with my eyes open, scared to death, because right now it's looking like I'm gonna owe my man Ron Money a fresh Western Conference Finals hat. That's what it's looking like. I gotta be honest. Now, if they would have won by 2, I'd have been still popping. But the way they beat them in the second half, the way they beat down on Minnesota in the second half. Now I'm rooting for Minnesota to win this game. They really need this game. Although this game is
Who are you
still,
picking, bro?
I'm picking Minnesota. I'm picking
Okay,
Minnesota.
all right, all
I'm
right.
picking Minnesota.
Yeah, no,
Because
you
I
about to
got
go
it,
pick that.
I got a live bet with my man Ron Money going
Yeah,
on,
I was
so
gonna say,
I can't jump off the ship right now. But
yeah.
I'm scared to death though. Scared to death. Scared to death. AE man, come on, AE, don't leave your man out here. I'm like one of the few dudes really out here popping and calling you the best in the league. I'm very consistent with how I feel about Anthony Edwards,
For
and
sure. Since you came on the show.
I don't need no reasons to jump off the bandwagon, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you gotta make moves, you gotta bust moves out of moves is being bust, you know what I'm saying? So if SGA the best, and that's what it is, then you know what I mean. If he the best, he the best. But AE, you really the best, man. It's time for you to show it. Game 2, and if y'all don't win, no more blowouts though. AE, come on, no more blowouts. Y'all was doing good in the first half. Let's finish strong this game. I'm going Minnesota.
Okay. I wasn't expecting you to jump ship. There's a bet on the line, so
There's only
and
one
for him
game.
to win, and for him to win,
Get
and for
back into the
the,
game. What you think to the key to a win for the Timberwolves is, Q?
To stay consistent. Stay consistent. Whatever you were doing in the first half, try to keep doing it in the second half. Like we spoke about it. I feel like AE adjusted his game after he rolled his foot, so he ain't really finished the game 100%. But when you're in the playoffs, you can't make no excuses. So
Mhm.
I'm just expecting him to be locked in. I heard a dope take earlier. Earlier, they were saying that they feel like AE is relying on them rebounds. He wanted to be the dude grabbing the rebounds, but you're not allowing yourself to flow with the offense. Let somebody else grab the rebound because we already know you getting the ball. So won't you create space for yourself instead of worrying about grabbing the rebound and bringing the ball up so people could key in on you on the defensive side of things? Let somebody else grab the rebound, catch you in traffic, hit you going to the cup. You know what I'm saying? So rely on your team more, and you don't have to be everything. Pick one to do well, and allow your team to flourish. So if Julius Randle scoring at the moment, you passing. Rudy Gobert rebounding, and let that be what it is until your number is called to be the scorer. But don't be the dude grabbing the rebound, slowing the ball down, bringing the ball up where they could key on you, W, and now our whole offense ain't flowing because of you. You want to be the dude that's doing it all. So AE, catch yourself in traffic a little more, and I feel like Minnesota should be okay, man. But I'm gonna see. I'm really intrigued to see how they going to adjust game 2 opposed to game 1.
Same here.
they definitely got to adjust for game 2 because game 1 definitely it didn't show me nothing. A bunch of guys in foul trouble.
Yeah.
You know, but I like that take though. Once he got injured, he just like lost the interest of going into the hole or just game planning. Just the whole game just went left anyway. So, but like I said, if for them to win this game, we gonna need more out of the Ant-Man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm expecting more out of him. Don't change nothing from game 1 because, like I said, game 1 was the first half was it was
So you
magnificent.
don't
They
think
was
he was out there
definitely winning
chasing
the game.
rebounds, Ryan? You don't think he was out there chasing rebounds? Because he
No,
did have
no.
about 5, like in the first half. I think AE had about 5 in the first half.
I mean, I still like I said they got Goddard. He was in foul trouble. I mean that I think that played a little part of it, but still like I don't think
Gobert,
he needs the
Gobert,
rebound though.
Gobert is in foul trouble.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. That really I think that really messed up the game plan of the offense. But still, like he's a big part of the offense. I'm talking about AE. So even if
yeah.
it's rebounding, passing the ball, shooting the ball, I don't like none of that was there in game 1. You know what I'm saying? The offense went through Julius
Randall.
Randle. I mean, he was hot, but after Julius Randle, where did you find the scoring from? You mean you had Nas Reed was 1 for 9,
Damn.
Vincenzo. Look, man, it
And
was a
then
bunch of
Julius
bricks out
Randle
there.
cooled off in the second half, but he only had like
Even hit,
5 points
right,
in the
right,
second half or something.
right. But like I said, I think they adjust. they gotta stay out of foul trouble. Everybody gotta stay out of foul trouble because McDaniels, he fouled out the game. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm expecting more out of Minnesota today, even though I'm not even going to jump shit. I think I'm expecting more out of OKC too. I don't think they go off. I don't think they start off on a slow start like they did in game one. So even if that don't happen, I think Minnesota in trouble from the rip. So, but it could change. It could change. So, like I said, if they stay with that game plan they had game one, it might be a different story. So, but I'm expecting a lot more out of OKC too. So
You
it is
taking
what it is.
OKC?
I have my hat ready.
You taking
I
OKC
got
tonight?
you.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay. I'm going with
It was always
I'm
a
going with
game to
Minnesota
steal.
tonight. I'm going with Minnesota. I'm going with Minnesota tonight. And the thing is, ain't like LeBron. He like to feel out game one. You know what I'm saying? That's his thing. You feel what I'm saying? He came out, he had 13 in the first half, and I think he was ready to match SGA's energy. But then once he, in his opinion, started seeing the fouls, which I know that once the coaching staff and he and all of them sat down, they like, bro, he's attacking the basket. That's the only thing. You can't take nothing away when you're doing a bunch of step backs, bro. If you attack the basket, then we can make the same argument. You get what I'm saying? Because you're the same player. Ain't gonna have an amazing game tonight. You know what I'm saying? He averages 27.5 points per game in games 2 through 7 after the series. He only averages about 20 points per game in game one. And he has a losing, I think he has a losing percentage in game one. Just like Brian. He likes to feel that shit out. And I know, like I said, he was going to start off matching energy, but I feel like once he twisted his ankle, and then once he felt like SGA was probably getting a little too many friendly calls, which he probably once he saw the tape, he was like, nah, he just attacking the basket. Watch out for a huge game from Ant Edwards tonight. And I got the Minnesota Timberwolves in a close game in OKC. I got Ant. I got Ant. I got Ant in the Minnesota Timberwolves tonight.
They gotta limit the turnovers too.
That's a fact. That's another. Thank you for bringing that up, Ryan, because that was a point that I definitely wanted to bring up. 19 turnovers, and then that's what gets OKC's. You know who OKC remind me of? Nobody brings this team up. Y'all know who they remind me of? A more athletic, younger version of our Philadelphia 76ers in 2001, bro. Because that's probably the last team you can really look at where, bro, they offense is so sparked, and those runs are sparked by that defense and the hands and the quickness of everybody. And then their best player, AI, SGA, they're great. They're good defenders, but they're great, like, still, like, playmakers on defense. You get what
I
I'm
might
saying?
not
Like,
agree with you, man. Cause you know
you get what
why?
I'm
That
saying? Like,
that
they be
Sixers team,
swarming, bro.
that Sixers team was number one on the defense. You had AI, you had a bunch of dudes built
But they
around
just
AI.
younger and more athletic, I feel, and better shooters. And better
AI just
shooters.
ain't have SGA height though, man. But I,
Yep,
I I feel that
yep.
I feel that take though, bro.
For
I
sure,
might.
like that swarming, bro, and it's like that team unity. You get what I'm saying? Like I don't know, bro. Like I really like that Thunder's team, man. But I think Ant right now he gonna step up and he gonna make his
I
name
hope
announcement.
so, Miz. I hope so,
I think he
bro.
gonna roar loud tonight, roar real
Better.
loud tonight.
I'm gonna
And
come
like
on
you
here and
said,
sound
and
like
to me,
Shannon Sharp.
the most important thing is them taking care of the ball. If they have the key for me, the key number of turnovers for me for Minnesota is I'm gonna say 12, 12 or less. 12 or less
I say
turnovers in
10.
the game.
I'm gonna say 10.
I was gonna say 10, but that's a little extreme. I'm gonna say
Oh,
12. I'm gonna say
oh,
12. They had 21 last game, 22, something like that. They gotta have they gotta be a lot better with the ball this game.
they better because I'm gonna come in here and sound like Shannon Sharp. Ant Man, Spider Man, Aquaman, Batman, Thunder and Fly,
Bomber
Thunder and
man, you
Fly.
should have probably should have said bomber man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thunder and Fire.
You gotta do the look away, right, Q?
Ant Man, Spider Man, Superman, Batman, Thunder and Fire.
My guys. But yeah, I'm going with the Wolves tonight. Q going with the Wolves, and we already know Ron Money going with the Thunder. Y'all enjoy the game. We'll be back tomorrow for our Friday episode. We should have more rundown, more news, and all that. Q, you got a message before we get up out of here? Ron Money, you got a message?
Guys, if y'all like what y'all like today, and y'all want to see us keep pressing forward, guys, where you can do that is supporting us through the Cash App, $. What up, squad? Again, if you're looking to support the guys over here at the MadMizzy Sports Show, you can do so through the Cash App, $. What up, squad? And that's what it is, guys. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Hey man,
Yes,
thanks for
sir.
all the support, man. Keep tuning in.
Yes, sir. Enjoy the game tonight, and we'll see y'all tomorrow. Squad.
Squad.
Outside.